Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, Cole Gabicki, and today we're going to talk about why, if you're tired of feeling stuck and you just genuinely want to start to take some real control, not only over your mentality, but your life, then it is absolutely crucial for you to stop letting your everyday fears, doubts, and excuses to just constantly run it, and instead just really start to learn not only how to trust yourself and your decisions, but how to then properly build some real confidence and consistency towards them from here on out. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, when it comes to just breaking out of that stuck feeling and just truly starting to take control, not only over your mentality, but your life, understanding that you truly have to start trusting yourself in what you're capable of genuinely is one of the hardest yet most valuable lessons that I've personally ever had to learn. Because not only would I sit there and just constantly doubt myself and my capabilities, but really I would just sit there and let my fears, my doubts, and my excuses to just constantly run my life instead of me taking control over it, having it just not only destroy my growth, my confidence, but my progress. Because instead of focusing on these things, putting myself first, and getting done what I was supposed to, I was sitting there and doing the exact opposite until I not only started to learn how to trust myself and my own decisions, but how to then properly build some real confidence and consistency towards these things from here on out. Because you see, back when I was still in my teens and living back in Maryland, always just doubting myself and what I was capable of was something that I was doing every single time. Like whether it was through the actions I would take, the decisions I wanted to make, the goals I wanted to achieve, I would literally sit there and I would envision them. I would think about my life and doing them. But when it came to the action, I would sit there and be like, no, you're not capable of that, right? You can envision it all you want, but there's no physical way you can do it, to a point to where not only would it have me miss out on opportunities, but would it would hold me back and destroy every bit of progress that I wanted to make. Same thing with my fears, right? When it came down to it, I would want to be an entrepreneur. I would want to get out of the city. I would want to change my mentality and what I was doing, but then I was too scared to get out of my comfort zone, right? I was too scared to take the first step, to apply myself, and it did nothing but hold me back and keep me in the same exact cycles that I was trying to break away from. Because at the end of the day, I was trying to have confidence before the action, right? I was trying to get confident to be an entrepreneur. I was trying to get confident to go and leave the city. But until you do it, until you take that first step, that confidence isn't going to come along. And I was looking for the wrong things. I wasn't trusting myself. I wasn't trusting in my capabilities. And because of that, it was literally holding me back and just keeping me in the same exact cycles that I was trying to break away from. Because when it comes to just breaking out of these cycles and just truly starting to trust yourself, and this is something that took me a very long time to learn, but one of the most important things that I had to learn was that most of the time, people don't give up or they don't achieve things not because they lack potential, but because they refuse to believe in it. Right. And that was happening with me firsthand, right? Because it wasn't the fact that I couldn't leave the city, that I couldn't make a podcast, that I couldn't do social media, because look where we're at now. It was the fact that I didn't believe in myself enough to actually take those first steps. Same thing with fear. When you choose fear over action, all it's doing is reinforcing your life into the same exact cycles that you're trying to escape from. Because at the end of the day, we all have fears. Jeff Bezos had fears. Steve Jobs had fears right before he started Apple. But because he didn't let it take over him, he didn't focus on it, and he pushed forward, they're now a multi-trillion-dollar company, right? People that have dreams have fears, but it is up to you what you focus on, what you let affect you. Because at the end of the day, you can achieve whatever you want. I tell you guys this all the time. I don't tell you it for no reason. I tell you it because I'm a firm believer in it. And in order to change your life, in order to make these things real, you have to change yourself, right? You can't want the future and want something better, but then live in the same exact habits, live in the same exact ways, and do the same exact actions. No, they have to align. So, a lot of the times, the reason you are stuck, the reason maybe you don't have motivation, the reason why you're not making any progress isn't because you can't do these things. It's because you're not trusting yourself enough to actually move forward with it. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck and you just genuinely want to start to take some real control, not only over your mentality, but your life, then understanding that you have to stop letting your everyday fears, doubts, and excuses to just constantly run it truly is so important. Because when I sit here and tell you guys that it's going to destroy your confidence, keep you in the same exact cycles, and destroy your overall growth, I genuinely do mean it. Because as you see with me, no matter how hard you try and work your way around it, no matter how many shortcuts you try and take, until you truly start to trust yourself and your own decisions and truly start to build some real consistency and confidence towards these things, nothing is going to move within your life. So, moving forward, instead of just waking up every single day playing the guessing game, wondering if you can even turn these things around, start taking real action towards it and start holding yourself accountable no matter what. Whether it's the smallest thing like brushing your teeth or going to the gym, hold yourself accountable and get these things done. Keep that promise to yourself because that's the easiest way and the quickest way that you truly start to build real self trust. Stop basing your actions off of the fears and start doing it off of what you genuinely want to do. When we normally go and do achieve things, we go and get out of our comfort zone. It's time to take that first step. Normally, the first thing we think about is the what ifs, the fears, how we might fail, the negativity. Get out of that. Think about the successes. Think about how it's going to change your life, what you're going to benefit from it. Because when you sit there and you just think about the fear for the first thought, you're never going to take that first step. And the third and most important one, and we said this earlier, but start taking action before the confidence, not after. Okay? Confidence doesn't come before you do something. Again, when I wanted to be an entrepreneur, I was waiting to be confident towards it. It doesn't work like that. You have to take action first because when you sit there and you wait, it doesn't do anything but keep you stuck in where you're at right now. You can truly change these things around. You can make it happen. I don't do this podcast every single week and give you guys this information for nothing. I do it because I believe in it and I believe in you. So break out of these cycles. Stop feeling stuck and start taking control because you truly can start to change your life, take control over your mentality and where it's headed. You just first have to stop letting your everyday fears, doubts, and excuses to just constantly run it. And instead, just really start to learn not only how to trust in your decisions and in yourself, but how to truly start to build some real consistency and confidence towards these things from here on out. But with that said, today's quote is by Les Brown. He once said, making things happen in your life requires a faith or an ability to believe that is unshakable, regardless of your circumstances. I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowdle Podcast.